bands like Zappa.com, which is a music discovery podcast and blog, and now a video cast. On the site, I feature interviews with up-and-coming artists who are working in the tradition of the great guitar god and composer Frank Zappa. So if you like that guy as I do, chances are you're going to like the artists I feature.
Hi, this is Ben Sommer with bands like Zappa.com. I'm here with Chuck Mancias from the LA-based band Drool Brothers. Chuck, tell us a little bit about the band and where you guys come from.
We're born and raised in Los Angeles, California. My brother and I started the band to poke fun at family members, and we've been together since we came out of our mom. So we also have Joe Kramer. My brother's name is Tom Slick.
Mm-hmm.
We have Joe Kramer on guitar, and Tom Slick plays bass, and Dan Marthese is a multi-instrumentalist who who plays with us on live gigs, and I'm Chuck Mancias, and I play drums and sing, and we're a bunch of studio geeks that like to have fun in the studio.
It seems like in past years you have been struggling through the 80s and 90s trying to make it as a pure rock pop act, and kind of given up on that. And then, so not only is this your part-time gig and band, but also it seems like the whole raison d'etre, if you will, the band is I don't know, sarcasm, mimicry, mocking. It's really, I don't know where I'm going with that, but is that true?
Well, it's not that we're mocking. It's just that, we write about, we could write about anything since we're not part of anything. We're not accepted into any social circles. There's no conditions based on what we do, and we've geared our lives in a manner that we could do whatever it is that we want to do sonically. We don't have to have, we don't have to look a certain way. We don't have to play in Silver Lake. It's just a great thing. We've already been through scenes. We've been part of, pretty big bands in Los Angeles, and we've even, had careers in music at a certain point in time, and did the showbiz thing and tried to make a lot of money out of it. And it's just refreshing to have like-minded individuals that are grounded enough where, let's do this for pure fun. And sometimes what comes out of it, not necessarily sarcasm, but just making fun of ourselves, of what we've been through. And it just kind of hits other people over the head. Sometimes some people get it, some people don't. And a lot of times there's nothing to get. It's just, a sonic experiment. So a lot of people read into that. We get hate mail, but we also get fan mail, and we do have some dedicated fans, a couple.
What are some of the most memorable hate mail pieces you've received?
We got a review from, it was really bizarre, but this guy, he has I won't say the name of it, but he has like a magazine as well as a little internet radio thing. And when we released our first record, he loved it and he played it. And so we sent him a second record when Casio Montego came out. And then when he reviewed it, he put it in his magazine as one of the worst things he's ever heard in his life. And so that was pretty fun.
Maybe this guy didn't get it when you had your first album, but when he realized your undertone and your attitude, the second album, he woke up to it, said no. Yeah.
The second album is more clear on some of the negative things that we see in Los Angeles, and maybe the club scene in Los Angeles. Maybe that's why I wrote "They're Laughing at You, Man," because bands set up, and sometimes there's they're playing, and sometimes there's no support for each other. It's very narcissistic, and it's everybody's for themselves instead of it being a musical experience. It's more like a hierarchy of strengths. So I think that is a little bit more prevalent in Casio Montego.
So it's definitely, you mentioned Zappa, that attitude about not giving a hoot, ridiculing everything, including yourself, but we're all alike in many ways. So people are going to see your ridicule of one part of yourself as ridiculing them, and so it's going to offend people, but also delight them. So you're very much in the Zappa tradition.
Yeah, we hope to make people think a little bit.
Yeah. Are you in the middle of recording anything? You have anything coming up that you need or want to plug?
Yeah, we sure do. We just finished an EP. It's a 4-song EP. We're going to try releasing fewer songs in shorter amount of times because we take too long to make full-length CDs. And I think, and not to offend, but maybe the interest spans are the concentration spans are decreasing. So maybe we could put out shorter records.
Right.
But so we're going to do a 4-song EP that we finished, and we just completed going through the process of getting it manufactured. So in April we'll be releasing an EP, and
awesome.
We're doing our first cover of that we've ever done in the studio, and it's a cover of Minnie Riperton's "Loving You."
Decoupage. How do you say that?
Decoupage.
Decoupage. That's the name of the album.
That's like when you get a piece of wood and then you get varnish, and then you just start putting artwork and varnishing the artwork. So yeah, it's called decoupage.
And yet the cover is a murderous praying mantis. Looks like.
Exactly. That's actually a real photo that was in front of Joe Kramer's house. The bug was actually sitting in his patio, so he got a camera and took a picture and became friends with the little praying mantis.
Cool. Well, excellent. Thanks for talking.
I really appreciate it and appreciate your effort.
Let's listen to a full-length cut from the band's upcoming album, Decoupage. This track is called Basketball Clown Church.
Masking tape on the metal flaked bongos, a dead roach, cotton hair. I Isley Hendrix, Frank Zappuccino, twist baby twist to the Matawang snare, auto sync, the Bez modeled headphones, flat maggot with the synchronizer on, the fuzz widow with the chrome plated hot pants, let it suck in stereo, dysfunctional, dysfunctional, dysfunctional. There's maggots in my backpack.